Good. All right. Hey, what's good, YouTube? That YGO Mafia back at it with another deck profile. Today we got me, first place YCS Seattle VIP qualifier. I played Mermails, so let's just get into the deck profile.
All right.
So first we got 3 Tejas. You know, starts the combos with the Aqua Spirit, and it's just really good. 2 Megalo. I decided to play 2 over 1 or 3. I always wanted to see it because you always want to push the OTK. And 3, I felt like clogged too much. You know, you didn't want to discard too many. And 1, it is searchable, but you didn't want to not see 1 in the hand when you needed it. 2 Gund is good. It's really good for the late game, and it helps you set up the toads without having to use other stuff. So it's good there. 2 Pike. They're good for playing against your opponent on their turn with the sphere. I wouldn't change that. And then you play the Mander, the Hild, and the Osha. They're for the Tejas Aqua Spirit combo. Gives you 2 Toads and 2 Bahamets. And of course for the Atlanteans we play 3 Prince. You kind of need that. 2 Dragoons, 2 Heavy Infantry. I decided not to play the Marksman because it just didn't really come up, and like whenever you'd hit something, you'd always chain it, so it just wasn't really worth it in my opinion, and I just cut it down to these 2, and I fit in something else I'll show you in a bit. 1 Diva, it makes the Mulan play, and it's really good. Well, the Mulan, and then I decided to play the 3 Frogs and swap Frogs and 1 Ronin. I really didn't do it much today, but they do come up a lot, and it helps bait back row. And just setting up a Toad and then doing your plays is really good too.
Why didn't you play Dupe?
Dupe, this is kind of like standard ratio. You do want to, like it clogs too much too, right? Like you want to deal with a lot of your OTK stuff too instead of just setting up stuff. You have a lot of setups things.
I see.
You play 3 Aqua Spirit. You want to try and see this with the Tejas opening hand to go for that double Toad, double Bahamut. And then I fit in the 2 Maxis. Do you have a question?
No.
2 Maxis. I felt like this deck, it needed something going second. Like I did not main a Regeki or the Marksman, so just like, you know, putting pressure on them, as my friend Justin Tam likes to say, it's like you have a good play, and I want to stop it, and I want to pass off you making that play. So there's that. And on to the spells. 1 for 1. It makes the broken play. Soul Charge, you need it. It's just like turn 1, 2, just setting up, and then just soul charging back 2 level 4s for another Bahamut, another Toad, or just anything. It helps you also make a Toad without having to banish, so that's always good. 2 Murrays, fix the plug hand, and it can also bait out Toads if like you find someone's bad, but no one really did that today. 3 MVPs, Instant Fusion, just so broken, like Dragoon Search, and just it does wonders.
Just plus off a
Plus, yes, plus off a bunch, and it can also make a lot of just rank 4 is really good. 2 Pot of Desires. I felt like 3, I would open it way too much, and you didn't want to banish too much of your combo pieces too. I felt like that was enough, especially when maining the Maxi going second. It's good to, you know, just draw off them. And 1 Aqua Sphere for the Abyss Sphere, sorry.
Yeah,
for
it's kind of wrong. It's okay.
1 Abyss Sphere for the Megalo Search.
Side deck or extra?
Okay, we'll start with the extra actually. So, what are you doing?
This was Jake.
1 Tatsunoko, 1 Quandax, and 1 Leo for the Synchros. These are all for the Mulan and the Toad plays.
Okay. So what's the play with Quandax? Because I don't know.
It's actually too long to explain. If you just go on a YouTube video or a...
Sounds good.
Well, maybe I'll make a different video for combos. But 2 Bahamets, 3 Toads. 3 Toads is definitely needed. I've seen some people playing 2, but the 3rd one, like it's cool that you can recycle it, but grabbing something else off of it to, you know, extend your plays next turn that aren't Toad plays are really good too. Like putting itself back. The 2nd one I usually put back. 1st one I try to grab a combo piece off of it. So there's that. Gaios, setting up a Gaios and a Toad is bonkers. 1 Castel, never went into it, but it was there. The Utopias, never went into it, but it was there. this, the Dweller, the Big Eye. I found this deck has a lot of problems with high attack monsters, and unless they're non-targetable, which not many are unless you're playing Cosmos for whatever reason, I can just take it, and then you have to deal with the high attack monster. And then the one Norden for the instant fusion that makes it broke. And onto this side deck. So it's had 3 DD Crows. It's for the DDD matchup. I never played against them, so I never really sided it, but it was there just in case I needed it. 2 Denkos. It was there for the Paleo matchup, and if I did play against the Cosmos, I did summon it once against Paleos, but I had a Toad in this, and then they Lava Golemed me, so kind of...
Not good.
Yeah. I was really iffy on my last 2 side spots. I had 2 Gamma Seals in, but I took them out because I play 2 Chalice, which does almost the exact same thing, but even better sometimes. So I had 2 extra spots, so I put in a System Down and an Emptiness. It was just random. I asked a buddy for his opinion, and he said Emptiness is good, and then last card he said just throw in the System Down. 1 Regeki for going second, 2 Twin Twisters, and 3 Anti-Skill Fragrance.
Nice. Any notable rounds?
Every round really was really good. Like, all my opponents put up a tough challenge. Paleos were really hard thinking. Metal foes were pretty, just the anti-spell fragrance helps a lot in the metal foe matchup, especially with the Toads. If like you have an MST, you just negate the MST, and usually you're good from there. Yeah.
Any sick plays you did today?
Not really, just the standard Toads, Mool and Glacier, and then if they can't deal with it, just go on to the next game, try to win it. But yeah.
Sweet. Any shoutouts?
Quite a few actually.
All right.
Shout out to the whole Spiral gang. A lot of people lent me cards. So shout out to Chad for a Toad. Shout out to Gerald for a Toad and the Crows. Shout out to Justin for helping me out with the deck a lot. He basically made the deck for me. And shout out to Jimmy, helped me a lot with testing. Like the whole last week, all I did was play against metal foes, and that's what I played against mostly today. So helped out a lot. Shout out to Tyler for being useless.
Yes.
And yeah, that's about it. I didn't miss anyone, did I? All right. Well, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.